Am I the a-hole for refusing to make life easier for my dad after he found out he had another daughter and she moved in with us? I'm 16 years old, and up until last year, my life was not perfect but stable. My parents had a rough patch before I was born. They broke up while my mom was pregnant with me. They stayed apart for a little over a year, eventually got back together, got married, and went on to have two more kids, my younger siblings. That was the family I grew up with. That was the only version of our story I knew. But last year, everything changed. My dad found out that during the year he and my mom were broken up, he got someone else pregnant. That child, a girl named Kayla, is a few months younger than me. She's 15 now. Turns out she never knew who her father was, and after her mom went to prison last year, she ended up in the care of her aunt. The aunt had her own kids and couldn't take care of Kayla long-term, so Child Protective Services stepped in. They tracked down my dad based on what little info Kayla had. A DNA test confirmed it. She's his daughter. So now, suddenly, I have a half-sister. And she lives with us. It wasn't instant. My dad spent about a year slowly getting to know her. She lived out of state, so it was mostly virtual at first, phone calls, visits, check-ins. He also tried to slowly prepare us for her becoming part of our lives. I'll give him credit for trying, but nothing could have prepared me for the reality of her moving into our home and the chaos it's brought into mine. Look, I know Kayla didn't ask for this. She didn't ask to be born, didn't ask for her mom to go to prison, didn't ask to end up here. But that doesn't mean I have to like having her around. And I don't. She and I do not get along. At all. My younger siblings are fine with her, at least neutral, but she ignores them completely. With me, it's something else entirely. It's like, we're in constant competition. She's snippy, cold, and makes little comments that she knows will bother me. I can tell she resents me for having the life she didn't get. She sees that I had a dad, a home, a stable family, and I think she hates that I got that while she didn't. And honestly, I don't care. It's not my fault her life sucked before this. It's not my job to make up for the years she lost. And I definitely don't feel like pretending we're sisters just because we happen to share half our DNA. I'm not going to act like I'm her new best friend, and I'm not going to spend my energy trying to make her feel welcome when she clearly wants nothing to do with me either. What's worse is that even though she said she didn't want to move in because she didn't want to live near me, she's here now, and I have to just deal with it. And yes, I resent that. Deeply. My dad keeps asking me to make life easier and try to get along. He says we're a family now and that we all need to do our part to make this work. He keeps asking, what do you want from this? And when I said, I want to go back to the way things were before we knew about her, he acted like I'd slapped him. But he asked, and I answered honestly. Then he asked if I'd really be okay never getting along with her. I said yes. I'd be totally fine with that. He looked devastated. And then I said something that really pushed him over the edge. I told him I know he lied to my mom all those years ago when he said he wasn't with anyone else while they were broken up. He thinks he's discreet when he talks about serious things, but he's not. I've overheard enough over the years to put it together. And no, I'm not taking it out on Kayla. But I also don't feel any particular responsibility to help him clean up the mess he made. I told him flat out, if he wants my help so badly, all he has to do is get her to ignore me the way she ignores my younger siblings. If she pretends I don't exist, I'll gladly return the favor. Peacefully. He told me I was acting like a child, and yeah, I am a child. But I've also always been mature, understanding, and empathetic. I've always been the good kid, the one who adjusts, the one who tries. And now, because I'm not jumping to be a built-in support system for a stranger who's suddenly living in my house, I'm being labeled as spiteful and petty. He even corrected me at one point when I referred to Kayla as that girl and said, she's your sister. And I corrected him right back. Say half if you have to. She's not like my brother and sister. She doesn't have the same mom. She's not someone I grew up with. She's a stranger who lives in our house because you made a choice years ago. We recently had another therapy session, just the two of us. He looked exhausted. He said he doesn't know how to handle this version of me, this cold and unforgiving version. He said it hurts to see me like this, that he never thought he'd see me act this way towards someone who needed love. But here's the thing. I'm allowed to be upset. I'm allowed to not want to throw open my arms to someone who's tried to compete with me from day one. I'm allowed to feel like I lost something too. I lost the version of my family that I knew. I lost trust in my dad. I lost peace in my home. I lost the sense of being enough for him. So no, I'm not trying to make things harder for him on purpose. But I'm not bending over backward to make things easier either. And I'm not going to apologize for that. Am I the a-hole?